Hey there. What we got tonight is the Einstok Icelandic Toasted Porter. Looks like it's brewed in Iceland, which is pretty cool. It says, with clear notes of toffee and dark chocolate, this Baltic porter is roasty and rich, offering a medium body that is robust yet smooth on the palate. Toasted in chocolate malts give it a sinister black color, but its easy to drink taste will have you believing that there's no more need to be afraid of the dark. That's relevant to me because I am trying, as a fellow at the beer aisle of the store said. He said, oh, you're trying to develop a palate. I said, yeah, that's right. I'm working on my stouts and my porters. Not a type of beer that I naturally gravitate towards, but I found pretty quickly that there are some that I really like. So, anyway, what are we looking for here? Let's crack it open. It says Baltic Porter brewed with Icelandic roasted coffee. I missed that. So it is it's a small Icelandic brewery, if I understand correctly, and it's brewed with coffee in this one. So ABV is 6%, and just want to say the appearance is pretty cool. I mean, I have about 30 or 40 beers in my fridge right now. I could have picked any one of them to try out, but something about tonight, it's kind of a cold night out, and I don't really know that much about porters, but the one I've had recently I actually liked quite a bit, which was the Founder's Porter. So let's try cracking it open, see what happens. Alright. Yeah, it's like a cola brown almost, I would say, as I'm pouring it. Very thick head coming up, heavy carbonation coming up at first. Got kind of that classic sweet alcoholic stout smell that I associate, that I'm learning to associate, kind of connect. Yeah, it really smells like a cola almost to me, like a Coca-Cola or something. Like, smells good. Let's go outside. What I like to do with these darker... Sorry about that. Okay, so let's go outside and see how the smell changes as we go out. Open the door. See? Wow, that's crazy. As I walk outside, it starts to smell like olives, actually. Wow, that's really strange. More peat? Like peat and olives or something. I don't like the smell of olives. Personally, I don't like olives. Let's take a sip while we're out here. You know, it's strange. I always expect these to be like thick. The liquid itself to be thick, but this is almost water texture, which I don't know if I really like that so much. I mean, obviously with a pale ale or something more meant to be more refreshing, in my opinion, the water sort of texture consistency is good, but I don't know. It's not my favorite. With these the darker the beer gets, the more I kind of want it to be like a thicker consistency than this is. I taste a little bit of coffee, not a ton. I've already had a couple of stouts or porters, stouts really, that had an intense coffee, you know, and cocoa taste maybe. But this one's much, much more restrained, much thinner in every way than some of the heavy-duty imperial stouts I've tried. I should also say I know I'm drinking this wrong because it's not warmed up. It's relatively cold. I mean, I basically just got it out of the fridge. And you know what I'm going to do? Oh, I've already got the can still sitting outside. So I know that when you're drinking these darker porters, these stouts, I know it's pretty much common accepted wisdom that you're supposed to let them warm up. I think I keep saying like 50 degrees, 55 degrees. I wonder if they say on here. No, I don't see, but you know, I'm so bad. I don't even know. I assume I guess that's Fahrenheit, like 50 degrees, 55, which is definitely colder than room temperature. But anyway, this one just came out of the fridge, and I like to actually do that with pretty much all the beers I'm trying. It's one of the reasons I like those really small glasses I'm using, because I can leave the can or the bottle in the fridge, pour a good amount into these glasses, and but not so much, and then put the can back in the fridge, and I can kind of experience the taste as it's cold out of the fridge, see how it tastes, and then it kind of gradually warms up. I usually sip pretty slowly a lot of these beers, unless it's like one of those crisp and refreshing ones that I'm drinking really quickly because I'm hot or working outside or something. So my point being, in this case, I'm going to do things differently. I think I'm just going to leave this can out to sit because I'm not really drawn. I don't really love the taste so far. Don't think I'd get this again. It's nothing against the beer. The other porter, like I said, that I really did like was the Founders Porter and Founders Brewery, and this is not to the same level of that, in my opinion, at least in terms of what I'm looking for. I kind of remember the Founders being like thicker, creamier, just more like kind of robust in almost every way. So I liked those. I liked that a little better. So I think if you're looking for something that kind of tastes a little smoky, like I said earlier, almost like olives. I don't know. I don't like that taste. I know people love olives. I don't really like olives very much. They seem like a mistake, nature's mistake to me. But yeah, I mean, I'll drink this whole beer. That's how I do things. But I gotta say, this one in my personal rating scheme. In terms of my rating scheme, let's see. I'm gonna do 2 ratings. One will be in terms of what I feel towards it. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10. I'm not interested in having this again. Again, nothing about the beer or the brewery. So the other rating would be how representative, how good of a porter is this? Kind of a little bit more separate from my own feelings towards this, and obviously it's all very personal, subjective. But I don't know. I think I'd give it a 4 or 5 out of 10 in terms of how good of a porter is it. Excuse me. But keep in mind that's as someone who's had like 2 porters in my whole life that I can remember. So I'm only comparing it to the Founders, which is obviously not a very good comparison. Okay, so that is the Einstok Icelandic Toasted Porter, made with Baltic Porter brewed with Icelandic roasted coffee. Final verdict is a little thin, nothing really grabbing me, don't really taste the coffee a whole ton. I don't know, not going to get it again.